I'm ready to talk about sex. Woo!
Have you ever wondered, am I the asshole? Welcome to Who's the Asshole, a Grindr podcast where we're not only talking, we're getting into it. I'm your host, Katya, and I'm here to probe into your juiciest, messiest stories. So bend over, ladies, because I want to see the receipts. Who's the asshole? I already know the answer to the question as it pertains to you, young lady. You are a big...
I'm a and I don't care who knows it. Wow! BDSM. Am I sitting normal? I love having sex. I'm a sex addict, which isn't funny because addiction's not funny.
Oh my God.
But if I can't stop wanting so.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
I think it's on my phone right now, playing in the background. If you hear moaning, you know where it's coming from.
Okay. We're about to sit down with one of your favorite comedians' favorite comedian, known for her roles in Hacks, Queer as Folk, and Cora Bora. Today's guest is LA's preeminent funny girl, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome the God girl herself. It's Meg Stalter. Fun fact.
Oh, sorry.
Please be quiet.
I won't talk over you.
I saw you live and I almost my pants.
What did you eat right before the show?
It was so great. I mean, I'm obsessed with you. I know everything that you've done, and I've watched it all.
I start crying while wearing the choker.
I'm so happy you're here.
Well, you know how... Do I have to lean in every time?
You don't.
It's picking it up.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just stand.
You know how much I love you.
Yes, I do. Why haven't we had sex?
Well, I haven't had sex yet, but when I do lose my virginity, I hope that it's with you.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I'm just going to ask you how you're feeling today.
I feel I'm having a good day.
Who is your favorite comedian?
Oh my God.
You have to quick.
Okay, well, I love Maria Bamford.
Okay.
I think you and Trixie are my favorite.
We're not comedians. Okay. We're models.
Well, you're my favorite models then.
Okay.
I also always loved John and Kate. John Early and Kate Brilliant, which are my friends. But
isn't it weird when your friends become really successful?
Well, I was fans of them before becoming friends, actually.
Really?
So, but now I feel like they're friends. But they are some of my favorites.
Yeah.
And Sarah Sherman, one of my best friends, who's on SNL, is the weird one on SNL. Is one of my favorite comedians.
Would you go on SNL? Would you be a part of the cast of SNL?
I did audition. I didn't get it.
Would you?
So at a time, I would have. Yeah.
Would you do it today if they said you have to come on? Hey, Megan, you got to do this, girl. Come on, be a part of SNL, girl.
I would love to be on it for a day. Host it.
What has been the best job you've had so far? Is it Hacks?
Hacks is one of the best jobs, yes.
I am a really obnoxious. I'm one of those.
It is like a dream part because it is so what I think is funny but I also think a dream job is just being on stage because I like to live perform a lot.
Do you like the thrill of a live audience rather than taping something?
I think it's so different, and I always wanted to be an actor, but there's nothing compared to live performing. Being
in front of a crowd is so fun. It's so thrilling. I want to be a little bit obnoxious about Hacks because I'm a super fan. I mean a super, super fan. I know every single...
Stop trying to me.
No. Sorry. Wrong podcast. But I think Jimmy and Kayla's energy and dynamic is one of the most charming, lovely, funny, wonderful relationships on TV in history.
Nice.
I really think.
Do you want them to be a couple?
I need them to never.
Yeah, they
but
shouldn't.
I need Kayla to always think they're going to.
She's in love with him. I don't think she thinks of him sexually, but I think if he had a girlfriend, she would be extremely jealous and try to ruin her life.
Yes, she would kill that person.
Yeah, she would. She wants to be his love, but she doesn't to him.
Right. She's She's like hungry for his attention.
Yeah.
Are you shooting season 4?
Yeah.
When does it come out?
I feel like it comes out in spring probably. We finish in February. Okay. But it's really funny. I know. It's really good. You guys are going to love it.
Can you say anything about the new season or no?
I could say that Kayla has a more mature look. I sound like I got a boob job or something. No,
really?
that's literally not a spoiler at all.
Okay.
I would say the thing I could say is it's a wild, unpredictable time.
It's a wild ride, so buckle up because you're going to have a
I'm not good at sharing because then I'll share too much. I just know it. I just know it, but I'll say there's surprises up our sleeves.
I can't wait.
I thought I'd get you with a mature look thing, but I mean,
I'm intrigued. I mean, I've literally watched every episode 3 times.
I think she has more mature outfits, but I don't even know if that's really on purpose. That's nothing. That's not intriguing at all.
No, it's not. Does anybody die?
I get shot in the head in the first scene. Kayla's sitting on a balcony and she gets shot in the back of the head, bleeds out, and then you will never believe it, but Jimmy actually throws her body instead of getting her help. She's like almost dead. And if he called the ambulance, she would be able to make it, but he actually throws her body off the roof. And then the rest of the season's him kind of covering up for her. He's dressing up as Kayla, going to events, making it look like she's still alive. That would be funny if we did that.
That would be amazing.
Because it'd be so surprising. It'd be out of nowhere.
So unpredictable.
I know.
Such a curveball. I love him. Is he straight, Paul?
He is married to Lucia.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, they are a power couple.
It's a husband and wife job?
Yeah. Well, and Jen Statsky. They do it. They're the 3 showrunners.
Yeah.
And they are married, and it's really cute because sometimes you'll catch a glimpse of a actually, they're very professional, so you never catch it. I don't know where I was going with that.
Frequently making out in the writer's room. Yeah.
I probably have seen them kiss at a party, actually. But they kiss behind closed doors. They don't kiss out on
where you want to kiss.
Work. You don't, If your bosses are kissing all day, come on.
No. Yeah. I don't like that.
But a handhold here and there.
Yeah.
At a party, though, not at work.
A breast cup.
Yeah, at a party, though.
Yes,
yeah.
Would you like to play a game? Basically, I'm going to list some behaviors, and you tell me if it's like asshole behavior or not asshole behavior.
Is asshole like you're evil or you're just kind of bad and naughty?
It's like head.
Okay.
Piece of shit. Okay. So, asshole or not, saying you're bi because you experimented in college once.
Okay, I thought about this a lot. I'm not the bi police, but it does hurt our community if you are doing it for the male gaze.
An interloper?
And then saying that, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Because people already don't really believe us. But if you say you're bi because you think like Charlie XCX is hot and you wouldn't actually have ever considered dating a girl, it's like, well, all of us know that she's hot.
Yeah.
And it's hurting our community. If you say that you're bi, but you actually would never have any interest in dating outside of the one gender.
False representation, interlopers.
Yeah. But it's not, I know there's different levels of being gay, straight, bi.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're like, I'm truly attracted, I truly would have sex. But if you kissed a girl at a party because like a guy thought it was hot, then that does hurt us.
You heard it here, Brittany. Mm-hmm. Okay. What about lying about being on Ozempic?
So you're saying someone that's on it and's like, no, I'm not on it.
Yes.
Let's just say the trips to the bathroom, let's say otherwise. Okay? We know if you're on it. Because you're your pants.
People, Ozempic came out. This was my introduction to it. All the agents at CAA are blowing up the bathrooms on Ozempic.
Oh my God.
That's what I heard.
How is that hotter than being fat? That is insane to me. That is crazy. I would rather be 500 pounds and all day. It's so gross.
Oh my God, it's so true.
Unless you have a sickness, then that is something you were born with. But if you're taking a drug on purpose,
your brains
just so
out.
You lose 10 pounds.
It's wild.
Honey, we liked you a little chubbier.
Okay, asshole or not, knowingly having loud sex in the middle of the night, knowing your neighbors can clearly hear you.
You know what? One time I lived with this cop who started getting mad at me, and she had sex really loud in the room next to me, and it really scared me. And I felt like she was doing it to upset me.
What did it sound like?
Like, ah! I know she did it on purpose because I've never heard her have sex before. And then she did it and I was like, she's mad at me because I had a party, like a Halloween party, and I left like a couple cans outside. I'm talking literally barely any trash.
Yeah.
And she was not liking me. And she told me that on my babysitting job, she was like, I was a babysitter, or a nanny, full-time nanny. And she said, I just don't know how you make money. Like being a babysitter, it's so crazy. And then she had really loud sex. So I did that hurt my feelings.
Okay.
I did not feel good about that.
I
But
think
next door neighbors, I mean, what goes on in your house?
I moved into a condo and I wish I had never done that.
They should keep it down though. Like what happens in your house is your privacy, but like once how loud are they screaming?
I mean, I've heard really performative loud
It's
sex.
not, you just turn on some music or something.
It's bad. In the middle of the night.
Don't let people hear that.
Men who are opposed to sex toys in the bedroom.
Opposed, like they feel
Like they would never do that.
well, the person that they're with though, is it like they're mad that someone else wants to use one in the bedroom?
No, I mean like men who refuse to even entertain the idea of a sex toy.
On themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's anyone's choice, if they don't want to have sex toys, they don't have to.
Right.
But if it's a guy being like, I don't want my girl using a vibrator, then that I think is annoying.
Oh, that's insane.
Because it's like, that's what I thought the question was.
that would be insane.
It's your body, your choice.
Yeah. Okay, what about prioritizing your career over a relationship?
Do not do that.
You don't.
Because life is about people. And you, at the end of the day, if you don't prioritize the people around you and your loved ones, and then what will you do? Have your tapes to watch.
Right.
But if you're dating someone new and they don't support your career, then that's not the right person for you.
Right.
You're talking about like missing your partner's...
Saying like work comes first. Like, I think I do that. But I don't have a relationship.
There's a balance, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you have a partner that you're like, I'm going to marry this person, or we're married, like, this is my number one person, it's kind of like, I think those decisions are together. It's like, hey, like, is this this is coming up. But, and with your family, again, gun to my head, would you rather your family be alive or work? Family, of course.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say work.
But
I mean,
I'm picking them.
Of course.
If it's like, okay, it's Christmas, but there's this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity you worked years for, it's hard, isn't it?
Or just a really nice one. Not even a once-in-a-lifetime.
But my family would understand.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, it's family, it's partner.
Or not using red receipts.
I think it's just confusing.
Isn't it interesting?
Why?
Isn't it interesting?
Would anyone want you to know that you read it?
I don't know. And I've diabolically gone back and forth. Like, no, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to let everybody know what's happening.
Oh, really? You keep them on?
And then I turn them off when I'm doing something. If I'm like, even, I don't know. It's a weird thing. Like, I feel like it's
Yeah. Why would you though? When you have them on, why do you want them to know?
Because I feel like it's a declaration that you have nothing to hide.
Yeah, you can see it. I read it. I'm not answering yet. Like that?
Yeah. But like, why would you want them to know?
I don't want them to know. And I don't want to know. I don't want to know. If my girlfriend's is on, I'm like, turn them off. I don't want to know. I don't want to know you read it.
Trixie has them on. I think it's weird.
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
you know what I do like? Instagram lets you unsend something.
I just learned that you can do it on the iPhone. You can unsend a message and it goes...
I don't know if it really unsends from their phone.
Well, I believe if they haven't looked at it, it can...
Really?
I think. I would have to fact check that.
You can't be like, oh, did you just get the text I unsent?
But sometimes if they've have their computer out and their phone, it'll show up on their computer. I don't know. It's I don't know.
Really scary.
I just don't text then.
Texting is stressful.
It's super stressful. Okay, or not, suggesting your partner start going to therapy.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. Like, you're crazy.
You could say, do you think you maybe want to see someone? Or
that
even couples therapy. But then you can't make it.
Something comes up every time. But you should go ahead. She's really great.
You should go. Talk about your own stuff.
Yes. That would be a great charade. And also like a really good, like it works 3 times and they start to love it. And they just won't let, then they start making excuses for you not to come. Yeah. Or not. Sneaking out in the middle of the night during a one-night stand. Wait, during a one-night stand?
Like you're having sex and all of a sudden they turn around and you're gone?
No, how about this? You're in the middle of a one-night stand.
Yeah.
They're asleep. you sneak out to have another one night stand, but then you
Yeah.
go back into the first one night stand's bed.
Go to sleep. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that's
Why not? It's
Yeah.
not your wife. Why not? You're
Yeah.
allowed to do whatever you want.
that's true? And it's
We
if
don't
you
know how
can,
the night went.
yeah, if you can get back in the building, why not?
What if you sneak out but you give them a little forehead kiss? Or you text, I gave you a little forehead kiss and I'll be back soon.
Yeah, I'll be back soon to just leave in the morning.
You know that movie thing where like in the next day they're like one of them wants breakfast?
Yes.
That's never happened. I never want to have breakfast.
How do you like your
Yeah.
eggs?
Should we get some breakfast? I think I've ever during casual dating wanted to get breakfast with them or have them do that. I feel like I've had sleepovers casually, but it's usually like I'm ready to get
out
done with my
early,
day.
right?
Yeah.
And then you kick them out early too,
I
right?
don't think I did that many sleepovers. I feel like I'd leave like at the night or have them leave.
Yeah.
I think one time someone did sleep over and I started crying. I had a lot of cameos to do. What it was. Oh my God. I was still doing cameo. I had like 12 to do before the morning or they'd expired. I wouldn't get paid for them. So I had to do them in front of the person.
That is so
That's
crazy.
why I cried.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, this is not relatable whatsoever to anybody who's like, this is probably, it sounds so obnoxious, but during COVID, I did cameos, which are like personalized videos that people buy online.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, happy birthday, Sarah. I'm sorry your dog died.
Yeah.
That's like one of them. And they were like, have to be done within a week.
Or they expire, you want to get paid. Yeah.
Sometimes I had to like, I was in my, like in my,
birthday, you're,
no,
like,
I was in my
driving.
apartment, like alone, like not wanting to do them, just like, and completely stressed out. And I missed a bunch of them.
Oh, me
And then I
too.
just stopped doing it.
Would you send the free one? Because I would do the free one if I missed it.
I think they just got their money back. I don't know. It was just too
There was one
too much.
person that got really mad at me because I did a joke like they bought one for their fiance and I was like, he cheated on you. And the whole thing was about cheating. And then they were like, no, like this is really upsetting me. Like, and so I'm like, maybe that person did cheat. And I brought up, you know, mine was a
Yeah, you're
joke.
just
It's so
joking. Yeah,
clearly, like,
yeah, and
oh,
you have a very wry sense of humor, and you can be very like dry, and people might misinterpret.
Maybe there was cheating going on in the past and they didn't like that. So I redid it. I was like, oh my God, your partner would never cheat on you.
Yeah, I mean, I went too far, I think, once, because mine would either be like 30 seconds or like 7 minutes.
Yeah, mine
and like
too.
I would just go. Sometimes I just went on and on and on, and I think I went too far, and then I really upset an old lady. She was so
Like too long of a video?
Yeah, and I was like talking about like the Korean War. I don't know. It was a whole weird thing. Anyways, okay. Asshole or not, lying about meeting your partner on a dating app.
Why would you lie?
I mean, because like maybe you're worried that your grandmother thinks you're a
Yeah, I met having sex on the apps, Grandma. Just feel like I met on a dating site, Grandma. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Stop judging me.
Thank you. Asking your partner for their body count, which I'm assuming is the amount of people they've had sex with.
Oh, okay.
I think that it's strange when people have an exact figure, like a tally. That's like,
I wouldn't care if it was a million.
what if they said 126 and they were like Donna, Pat, Lori,
I would
Shelley,
think
Brian,
you
Darren.
have killed all those people.
Exactly. Would it be okay if we stopped using the concept of
I thought you
virginity
were going to say
altogether?
stop the podcast. So I was like,
Would
you're
you
like,
be
it's
okay
not
if I
going
went
well.
home right now?
Would you be okay if we stopped?
Could you finish the rest of this while I go my brains out in the bathroom? No.
Wait, would you? Oh, stop using the. losing your virginity.
I think it's not 1426.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not in the dark ages in Austria. Do you know what I mean? I'm not selling my daughter to like a baron or whatever. Like it doesn't. It's.
What is it even that you're like?
Also, if you're breaking the hymen on a female anatomy, that's a physiological thing.
That's what people should say. I broke my hymen to blank because it puts in perspective how gross you guys sound.
And also, when a gay guy says it, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I lost my virginity, and it's like a 36-year-old man. You know what I mean? Like he was a virgin when someone stuck up his ass, he became not a virgin. Like, explain that to me. He's a virgin, and then a was a and then he's
virgin is,
not
like,
a virgin.
White gown,
Yeah.
like long braids. Oops. And like that's what it sounds like. It's like I lost my virginity.
Yeah.
And it's like you're making it too big of a thing.
Yeah.
And yes, if somebody came to me and said, I'm sorry, I said I slept with 6 people, I actually slept with only you, I would go, okay, well, you better not lie to me again, because the lie is what's hurting me.
Right.
But again, body count, I want the
think it's
person I'm with to have
childish.
dated different people and know, I
Yeah.
feel like that's like, oh yeah, and then we worked out, like
But it's like, you know how certain jobs say like experience required? But like,
Yes.
how do you get experience
Yeah.
for a job? You know what I mean?
yeah. Don't you think you go date a bunch of people to see who you connect with?
But what if they're like, well, you haven't dated anybody?
If someone said, I've only dated you, I would say, you are not my partner. You are a stalker. And you're scaring me. Unless we met in high school or something.
Right.
And even then, it's like, I'm glad I'm not dating the people I dated in high school.
Right.
Except for the first person I really dated was my boyfriend in high school who was gay, and I loved him, and I had a gay boyfriend. We only kissed with our lips shut.
That is not surprising.
I loved him.
Yeah. When did he come out?
You know what? There was rumors that he was cheating on me with men at the time. I turned a blind eye because we had so much fun together. I was 100% sure he was with men while we were dating. Not men, but other teen guys. But but I loved him, and he was gorgeous. And I love him, Atreyu. Beautiful name.
Atreyu?
He looked like a model.
His
And
name is Atreyu?
Yeah. Yeah. He's beautiful.
I didn't feel like you have to be beautiful with that name. Otherwise,
he
it's
was stunning
weird.
and so funny. He wasn't like, is he gay? I mean, he was 100% gay. Like, I knew he was gay. But I also, like, he would get jealous if I was with other people.
Interesting.
Like, we didn't want to have sex, but there was something there. Like, he was, like, so upset when I would go on a date after we broke up.
You're like intimate friendship.
And the day that we broke up, he still wanted to come over to watch America's Next Top Model. And he was at me. And we were like cleaning out the costume closet in the theater. And I was like, no, you're not coming over. He's like, whatever. And then he came over. I loved him so much.
That's so sweet. Okay. We have a hotline and people call in. They're wondering whether or not they are an asshole, and we have to determine whether they are the asshole.
You don't think I'm an asshole, though?
No.
Okay. Me too.
Let's bring in the phone and listen to a voicemail.
Hi. So I have a and I apologize in advance because I know this is for Grindr. Grindr's not for me.
No.
But okay, so I broke up with my ex because he was the worst, and we were living together for a couple months, and I ended up sleeping with him, and he couldn't get. So he's like, go down on me. And I was like, okay, sure, fine, whatever. And I ended up throwing up on his and now I'm a lesbian. So am I an asshole? I don't know. You tell me. I don't think so, but who's to say? All right, love you, bye.
She said that she moved in with her boyfriend and then ended up sleeping with each other, like it just happened, but wouldn't they probably be sleeping together?
I think that the throwing up on the is the I think that's what we're.
That's the highlighted part.
Have you ever threw up on a?
No.
I would be bad.
So the was flaccid and she was sucking on it, and then that maybe the flaccid part made her sick.
Sucking a flaccid makes you sick.
And then also separate, you could be a lesbian, but not because of the.
Yeah. And plus, there's a lot of people with on Grindr.
Oh my God, she should be so canceled for saying that.
Yes.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you.
I was thinking that too, by the way.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I was like, what does she mean by that?
Yeah. Here's a good question. Would you rather throw up giving a or on a?
I'd probably rather throw up than on someone.
Okay.
But I still don't want to throw up.
No. I know.
I will never do either.
Okay. Thank you. All right, now we're going to shift gears and determine whether or not you are an asshole or me. Okay. So you met your girlfriend on an app.
Yeah.
The previous relationship, did you meet that person on an app?
I feel like I've dated a lot on apps, and then when I first started dating a lot, it was like mostly like comedians or weird improv guys.
Okay.
I will say that as a queer person, the apps are good because like when you first realize you're queer, sometimes you're like, wait, how do I, especially when you're bi and you're like, oh, I'm used to flirting with guys, but
Also a limited pool of people. There's much
Yeah.
less people that are, to choose from, so it helps to.
there's something awkward about like, wait, is this person flirting? But on the app, they are,
exactly.
So the scary thing though is when you meet up because you have to be like, hi, and you don't want the people around you to know you're meeting up because like there's so much pressure or something.
That is like a tough moment for me and gay guys because sometimes there's like a spark that is instantly identifiable.
So you know in the first 10 seconds if you really
Yes.
will be interested in this person.
Yeah, and I'll never forget this.
God.
Very recently in the last year, some dude came to my house. When he got out of his car and said hello, I was like,
You hate him.
hate him. And I him. And
You're like, "Get in
it was
here."
like, oh,
Hate him.
and like the whole time he was walking like around to come to the door, it felt like a million years.
You weren't attracted or it was the energy.
It was the way he said hello. He's like, hi. And I was like,
Not your type.
yeah, it was just like, but he was
Oh
like
my
he was like a
God.
big burly, like, I was just expecting a lumberjack and I got like
Yeah.
Tinkerbell and it was like it was just not what I wanted.
Oh, I hate him.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Have you ever dated a
Yeah, I feel like when you first start dating, someone can charm you in a way that's like, oh, we're on an adult date. Like this person, like that I'm thinking of, it's like I'm gonna take you out, beautiful, and like that kind of worked
Like
on me
sleazy?
because I was like 23, and but he was kind of like annoying. Like I think I told you about him. He wore glasses to set himself apart in an improv group to be like glasses guy.
Yeah.
And he would like break up with me and then like want me to like come lay in his bed. And like he was like much older than me. I think he's kind of, but I hope that he's not anymore.
Yeah.
I hope that he's nice now.
Yeah. I mean, people can change, I think. Do you have any dating advice? For me
say
specifically.
the dating advice is, first of all, separate bathrooms. You should not, your partner or person that, if you live with a partner, they don't need to know that you even,
Yeah.
they don't need to know anything. And it's nice to have separate bathrooms. Second, people need to stop being poly and they need to be monogamous because poly is just people cheating on each other in the open.
I think it just comes down to a question of time.
If my partner was out to spaghetti dinner with someone, I would show up at the restaurant with a gun as the and dressed as one of the waiters. Hi.
Would you like to see the wine list?
Why the do you need to have spaghetti with someone else? Threesomes are so different
Okay, tell me why.
because I think I fantasize about a threesome and it's like a lot about you guys as a couple. It's like the fantasy is like I want to see my person like with this other person.
What do you think the biggest misconception of being bisexual is?
I think straight people and gay people have a hard time with bi people sometimes. I think sometimes lesbians don't want to date bi women because they've been, rightfully so, they're scared sometimes because maybe they've been hurt by a bi person who like wanted to experiment.
Yeah.
But then there are people that are very interested in dating women that are bi. So I think sometimes lesbians can feel like, oh, is she like really interested in dating a woman or is she just like experimenting?
Dabbling.
Which that is true for some people and it's not really fair.
No, yeah, and I hate that. I mean, I love bisexual people.
Still trying to But then straight people, I think sometimes straight guys will just be like, oh, it's hot, right? And so that kind of sucks too because it's not for them. So
yeah, it's a mess.
and then some people think that bi people are annoying and some of them are.
Yeah. If you were to write a romance novel, what would the steamiest chapter be called?
Bath for two.
What
Do you think baths are sexual? I don't know.
if it's still water, I think it's disgusting.
No, it has to be like a hot tub or something.
Yeah, there has to be bubbles or there has to be a flow.
Yeah, but still water is kind of gross, yeah.
Still water feels like a puddle.
Yeah.
Even if it's in like a beautiful gold clawfoot tub in the middle of a luxurious bathroom.
I think it's romantic though. Even if it's not sexual, there's been romantic It could be a romantic moment.
I feel like it's romantic before there's people in it. It suggests the idea of romance, but two people in a stagnant tub.
Yeah. You could drown in there. That is scary.
Well, my psychic friend said I'm going to drown.
No. Yeah.
She said, absolutely, you're going to die in water. And I mean, she's not psychic. She's like a real witch.
Why would she? Why should she keep that to herself?
I don't know.
You wanted to know?
I wanted to know, and she continues. She reminds me every year.
Do you think that there's any way you could drown and then you're saved?
No. She says the way that I will die is by drowning in water.
How old?
She doesn't specify.
Does she know?
I don't think so. She doesn't say she knows, but I believe her.
I have a really psychic friend, and I get scared sometimes to ask her stuff because I don't want to know about the drown. I don't want to know how I go.
Would you rather be hit by a bus or thrown off a cliff?
I would rather the bus because it sounds like an accident. The throw feels like someone wanted to kill me. I don't want to be having a hike with someone like that. The bus is like clear accident.
Have you ever seen Meet Joe Black?
No.
Well, Brad Pitt dies in the most cartoonish fashion. He gets hit by a car, then he bounces on another car, and then he bounces again.
If that's possible, maybe I do want to be pushed off a cliff. I don't want to bounce. I thought it was instant death.
Yeah, it's like Looney Tunes. It's great. And he had just fallen in love with a girl, and he was looking back, and he wasn't, Anyways.
Well, it's like at the end of One Day where the girl gets hit. She's on a bike.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, sorry. Kidding.
What would a movie about your life be rated?
XXX. First scene, full frontal. Yeah, it's so close you don't even know what it is.
It's so close you don't know what it is. Okay, what is the one embarrassing or oddly specific fantasy you think most people secretly have but never admit to?
Well, I think one that everyone does is threesome.
Oh, really?
Right? I feel like most people think about that, right?
I would imagine. I think I would guess being on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if I had to guess, what's an unspoken that's
people
very popular.
Don't say.
Yeah, that they're too afraid to admit, and also too afraid to broach with a partner. I would say getting
It's that bad. I've never done it, but
location specific though. You got to do it in the shower.
I actually think there's something hot about rolling around. If you're not willing to get it on the bed, I mean, the shower, it's like nothing. It's like I'm myself in there. Mix it up. Only in the shower? Who cares? Who cares if someone on you in the shower? You're literally that's nothing.
I agree.
I think there has to be cleanup, washing the sheets.
That is a nightmare to me. Okay. Oh, what's the most outrageous thing you've ever whispered during an intimate moment, real or imagined?
God. So this is really embarrassing, but this was during making out with someone. And for some reason, this was a long time ago before I got hired to do anything. I was doing stand-up and I was a nanny during the day, and I started crying during kissing someone because I said, I can't believe how much I believe in myself. I really think I'm going to be on SNL one day. I have no idea.
You cried during the makeup.
And this person was obsessed with me, and they were I know, you are literally so funny. I think I was overwhelmed, this is just the beginning of my life, and I'm gonna be on SNL.
That is.
I'm not like that anymore. But the thing is that delusion got me to where I am today. A little bit of delusion, if you have a sweetheart, is kind of endearing. If I was an asshole and I was saying stuff like that, then that's embarrassing. But I was crying. I was I believe in myself so much. And I'm here in Chicago doing stand-up, and I'm kissing someone who's not a guy. And I'm going to be on SNL one day.
That sounds
Hello, nurse. Come check on her. That is scary. That is so scary.
I think I don't know how I would react to somebody crying during a makeout session. I think I would probably run.
This person was really into me, and there was a spell put on them because they did not think it was weird at all. Okay. They kept kissing. I broke up with them. And I'm not bragging. I'm saying that I needed help then. Nurse, come get her. I don't know why I said that, but I believed in myself a lot.
Well, that's great. I think it's wonderful.
You shouldn't have said that, though, during
Right.
kissing someone. That's such a turnoff.
It is kind of a turnoff.
I would have been like, I gotta go.
Yeah. What's your advice for a couple who wants to spice things up in the bedroom?
I think that role play, you can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Nurse, doctor,
Yeah.
person you met on the street, librarian, hostage. There's something fun about like taking on a character.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
it's because I'm an improviser.
Yeah. Could a potential partner go too far to trying to suggest something?
I don't think so, because I think I'm very open to hearing, like, if your partner is like feels safe enough to share something with you, you should be open to it.
Yeah.
And you could always say, hey, that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to go to the reference section of a library.
Yeah.
Please don't be the librarian.
Please suggest. I actually have a fear that not making someone feel safe enough to tell me they want to do that.
Yeah. I can see that.
If someone wants to hang me from the ceiling, I'm not going to do it, but I want to know they want to do that.
Fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think I would be willing to hear anything, but
Yeah.
would be willing to do everything.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's harmful to other people,
Yeah, and also if it's like mean, I kind of get
I could hear
bummed
the
out.
mean stuff.
Really?
I like that.
You think it's hot when somebody bullies you?
Yeah. Do you not like that?
I don't. I'm trying to.
Someone push you, hey, get out of here.
I hate that.
Little sassy. You wouldn't like it.
No, like in fact, when if somebody flicked my ear,
Yeah.
I would have to.
I don't want that. I don't want that.
No, but like pushing, roughhousing. Do you know what I'm talking about? When you're roughhousing, like pushing, punching, flicking, or
punched.
anything like that. That makes me want to slice someone's like neck.
I don't have the thing where I want to do that to someone. I wouldn't think it was hot to be like. But if someone like,
But you can like
pulled
handle
my
being
hair and, like,
degraded.
called me a name,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that could be hot. But me doing it to someone doesn't do anything for me.
Interesting. Let's see. What's your Chinese zodiac?
Horse.
What kind of horse? Metal.
What kind of horse is
In metal horse.
a metal horse?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nay. What is yours?
Water dog.
That
which
is so cute.
And it's also very apropos because I'm like a who sweats a lot.
What does water dog mean?
I have no idea. I forget.
What does the horse one say?
The horse is the seventh animal in the zodiac cycle and is associated with energy, intelligence, and free-spirited nature.
Energy,
Chills.
intelligence, and free-spirited
so
nature.
mean.
That was the most succinct, concise
That is so mean.
description of you.
I am smarter
know-
than people think.
What'd you get
I
on your
think in
SATs?
school, never took them.
How the do you expect a 12 to 17-year-old to get up at 6 a.m, not drink any water throughout the entirety of the day?
Yeah, or snacks, really.
Yeah, or go from boring class to boring class, hungry as hell, malnourished, underslept.
Yeah.
Like it's
Bullied,
torture.
by the way.
Bullied, flicked.
Yeah, flicked in the back of the
Flicked.
head.
Yeah.
I was so made fun of in middle school, and yet I sang an Avril Lavigne song at my talent show. No friends involved, no backup singers. That's crazy.
What song was it?
No one was nice to me. Like, I probably had a couple friends. I don't even remember what song it was. And I sang alone.
Acapella?
No, that's so crazy. No, there was a track, but
Okay.
I was singing with her. But like the confidence to do that when you are not having a good time in school is so
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's star power, because that's like nothing will stop me.
That's what
It's
gets you on
psycho.
SNL.
That's psycho.
Yeah. Are there any projects that you want to promote?
Well, my movie Corabora is on
yes, that's
Amazon.
right.
It does not come up unless you search it. So do not think that's not one that's just popping up. You got to actually search it.
How do you spell it? Corabora.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
Describe it in a nutshell.
Gay girls trying to be poly, but actually upset. A musician in LA going back home to see her girlfriend who has a new girlfriend.
That's like so relevant. Where can the children find you on social media?
I think it's Meg's S Stalter. There's an extra S on Instagram.
Why is there an extra S?
I think there must be. I think I had an old Instagram that was Meg Stalter or something. It was taken.
Okay. And your Instagram is wildly entertaining because you.
I think so.
I know. So you're giving it away for free on there. You're doing like crazy live shows all the time. Super funny, entertaining. So check. If you don't follow her already, do
What's interesting is if I don't post as much as before.
And they can turn on you.
Yeah, and they'll even be like, where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
Oh, great, she's back. Like, or also I think sometimes the stuff gets not seen as much if you're not posting every single day. Yeah. But I just always use it for fun.
Yeah, I think that's the rule. Just do it for fun.
And do you like TikTok?
No, I don't. I don't
watch it?
really. I know because it gets so specific.
Yeah.
I know myself. I know if I go down the rabbit hole, I'm never coming back. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so wildly specific.
It's addicting.
Oh, super. And I can feel vividly this getting addicted to it, never just having it be
You're
like a horrible
up at
thing.
night looking at recipe videos. I'm like, what am I scrolling for?
Or like Albanian amputee love stories that unfurl over like 20 years.
Like
there's a whole genre. Yeah.
I just need to see one more.
Yeah.
It's
so I just
crazy.
put it away.
I can't stop though.
Thank you for being here and thank you for being wonderful.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you, Meg. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
Yeah. Thank you.
I love us clapping. That was so fun.
God, that was fun.